of me, Linda Zulmadia, will be host our podcast today. And we have a special guest, communication expert and counselor is Adisti Naila Izanti.
Hello again.
Hello, visitor.
Thank you.
How are you, Adisti?
Good news. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
It's great to be able to share here.
You're welcome. Well, let's go right into it. Today we are talking about a topic that I think is often underestimated, but actually very important is how to be a good listener. Why do you think listening is important?
Good question. Listening is the foundation of effective communication.
Yes.
If we don't really listen,
Okay.
we might misunderstand the other person's message. This is not only important in professional relationship, but also in personal relationship. This is not only important in professional relationship, but also in personal relationships such as with family or friends.
So true, but sometimes we feel like we're listening when we're literally just hearing. What's the difference between hearing and listening?
Well, this is often a misconception. Hearing is passive, just picking up sounds without processing their meaning, whereas listening is active. We really focus on what is being said, try to understand what it means, and show attention.
So listening is not just about being quiet and not talking more. So listening is not just about being quiet and not talking, right?
That's right. Being a good listener takes effort. For example, we have to maintain eye contact,
Okay.
not occasionally, or give a response like, "Oh, I see," so that the other person knows that we are engaged.
So it's more interactive. Any other practical tips for being a good listener?
Of course, there are several things you can do. First, avoid interruptions. Let people finish talking before you respond. The second, ask question. This shows you are interested in what they have to say. And the third, avoid multitasking. Don't play with your phone or think about other things while someone is talking. And the fourth, empathy. Try to understand the emotions behind their words.
Wow, this is really simple.
Yeah.
But if we face a situation where the other person tends to win honestly, how do we respond without seeming good?
This is tricky. Yes, in situation like that, you can use boundary settings. For example, you can say, "I'm happy to listen to your story, but can we continue this discussion later?
Okay.
I want to give you my full attention, but right now there are things I need to care of first." The way you can still support them without feeling overwhelming.
Ah, that's an elegant answer. Before we close Adisti, any last words for our listener?
A few moments later.
Of course, being a good listener is a firm respect for others. By listening, we not only understand others,